The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What is going on, everybody? We are back on eBay Live. This is our first sale on eBay Live right now, which is nice. For all of you guys that are watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, the QR code in the upper left hand of the screen, you guys can take a picture of that and go straight to the sale, which is very nice. Nice little setup. But for those of you guys that don't know how to use QR codes, you guys can find the link in the description of this post if you're watching on YouTube, or in my link tree, which is scrolled across the bottom. There is also across the bottom the shipping stuff. I'm trying to see if we have anybody on eBay Live yet. I don't see anybody here with us. So I'm trying to wait to see if we have any viewers over there. If there's anybody watching, let me know. Oh, there we go. We got our first viewer jumping in the eBay Live. So it is working. And we got a lot of fun stuff to sell tonight. I haven't been on eBay Live in quite a while, so we've got Mark Spears blind bags. I've got all kinds of stuff, you guys. So, I mean, all kinds. So, stuff like Mark Spears blind bags. We've got the a bunch of variants signed Frizen. We've got our Suspiria variants from San Diego Comic-Con. We've got San Diego Comic-Con variants, as you can see, stuff like this. Very, very cool. Let's see if we can get it to focus. And old school variants, as you can see here. This is out of San Diego this year. I think this was the 2024 Energon Universe Special, but this is the type of stuff you guys can see that we got. All kinds of goodies. G.I. Joe, all kinds of stuff. I also got blind bags. If anybody is interested in blind bags, we do have blind bags, which are nice because these have been selling pretty heavy as of late, like a little resurgence with people getting. There are 8 unholy grails that have been found. 8 unholy grails that have been found, which means there are 5 left, you guys. 5 unholy grails left. So we're going to wait to see if we can get some people in here before we get started. But, yeah, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We got a big card sale coming up. Let me go ahead and show you guys the card sale that we have. Let me see here if I can go video file and I have a big card sale on tomorrow, that is. Let's see if I can find this. I think I need to share my screen. So let's go like this. Let's go Instagram. Let's put that over there. Okay, let me go to my profile. Let's try this. Let's see if this works. Let me go copy link. Let's go here. 4K. And no more music, unfortunately. I got a strike on one of my channels due to music problems, which is a bummer. All right, here we go. Let me show you guys this real quick here. This is our
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After 10 come 11. Yeah, that's how you count, bitch. Yeah, that's how you count, bitch. Yeah.
So there we go. That is this is our card sale that we have coming Monday. So this will be tomorrow. All of these will be available. We're going to be doing Monday card sales starting tomorrow. And we've got tons of stuff. Autographs, rookies, Hall of Famers, cards from the 60s on up. Basketball, football, baseball, some hockey, non-sports, all kinds of stuff. As you can see, there's some Hall of Famer stuff there. And, Shaq rookies, Jordans, Lucas, LeBrons, Steph Curry's, all kinds of stars. That's a Bird rookie right there. Not the Bird Magic rookie, but a Bird rookie. Stockton rookie. Tim Duncan rookies, Vince Carter rookies, Dirk Nowitzki rookies, Ray Allen rookies, Kevin Garnett rookies, all kinds of Jordan cards. We'll have unopened wax. We'll have 1990-91 Fleer basketball unopened wax, which every box usually has 6 to 7 Jordan cards in it. You usually get 3 of the regular card and 3 of the Ronnie Cycli card, which has Jordan in that non-23 number. I think it's like 14 or something. So that'll be fun. All kinds of just superstar rookies, Kelsey, Jonathan Taylor, Jordan Love, Barry Sanders, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Marcus Allen, Steve Young. You got some Namath, Jim Brown, Herbert. That's a really rare Mickey Mantle card right there. And yeah, so a 101 Superfractor Jose Ramirez. Here's the unopened wax with Jordan on top, which is kind of crazy. That's the Ronnie Cycli card. That's just a regular Jordan on top. And then here's the wax. We'll be starting this at $50 a box. They usually sell from anywhere from $75 to $150. We'll have some of those available. I also have wax boxes available rack boxes available that I will be pulling out at some point on one of these days. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys give me a follow. This is our first eBay live sale with us just as our brand. Shout out to Comic Book Shopping Network and Jesse James Comics for allowing me to play in the minors over there. And now we are have been onboarded with our own brand, Beyond Wednesdays. So make sure you guys check that out. Let me go ahead and restart this while we're just talking here. But yeah, lots of fun stuff. And then if there's anything that you guys are looking for comic-wise, let me know. I have all kinds of stuff. The chat is there. If you guys are looking for anything in particular, let me know. Shout out to Lord Zero. I see him in the chat. The guy who just pulled the 8th unholy grail. I'm so jealous, but I'm very proud and happy for him. If there's anybody out there that I wanted to pull an unholy grail, he's one of them. He's a Mark Spears super fan, really good dude, and a good friend of the channel, and I consider him a friend too. So shout out to him for pulling that. That was a pretty damn epic, bro. Pretty damn epic. So, all right, let's get into this. Again, you guys, this is on eBay Live right now. We are on eBay Live, and we are going to be doing a comic sale tonight. All kinds of crazy stuff. We have not tons, but we've got more Mark Spears blind bags. So if anybody's interested in some blind bags, we will be going through these tonight. I also have all kinds of variants and stuff that will be available. Let me get rid of this over here. Okay, there we go. Let's start. We're just going to start going through stuff and see if anybody's interested in these while we... JP says, I can't find you on eBay Live. JP, hit that. Do you see the QR code in the upper left? Use your phone and take a like you're going to take a picture of that QR code, and a little link should pop up. If you don't see that link, I'm going to post the link. If that doesn't work, let me post the link to the sale here. 1 second. Share event, copy. Console. Okay, here is, let's do this, Control V. There is the link, JP. See if you can click that and that'll work. That QR code in the upper left should also take you to the eBay sale link. Let me know if that works. Appreciate you, brother. You don't got to keep your promise, my friend. I appreciate you. I wouldn't expect you to keep that promise, but I would love to, if you're going to end up getting rid of the Unholy Grail, you keep me in mind, the actual card. All right, so there we go. There we go. For those of you guys that want to join, the link is in the live chat. I'm going to go ahead and post that. Let me go into the different... We're trying something different. Let me go ahead and pin that. Pin message. We are on multiple different like styles. We're doing the what do they call that? The Mars, where they call it Mars on StreamYard, where it's you can send out as vertical and as lateral. I don't know what they call it, but large size. There we go. Pin message. All right. Should be pinned on both. There you go. You go, guys. And we are going to get started here. Okay. So the way that I'm going to do it on eBay Live until we get everything going is I've got like $2 sales or $2 starts, $5 starts, $20 starts, that type of stuff. So we're going to do it like this. Let's see here. Let's go filter. Let me go to boom, 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 $2. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to try and keep track of all these. I'm going to run downstairs and grab a pen and keep track of who wins these on here. So we're going to try this new. So this works just like whatnot bidding. Yes, pretty similar. As long as you have, you're set up through your eBay Live, it should work just like whatnot bidding. So, and we'll figure it out as we go and make sure that it works for you. So, all right, here we go. Let's try this. I'll just keep putting stuff up. I think they're like 1 minute bids, but I might be able to change that. I'm going to run downstairs and grab a pen real quick. I'll be right back. forgot to change the bidding to 30 seconds. This is kind of cool. Detective Comics number 570. And I have like secondary market values on all of these. This is about a $5 book, on the low end, and it can go up there for about 5 to 15. But yeah, here we go. This is Detective Comics number 570, classic Joker cover. And it's got the new Catwoman costume. Joker and Catwoman versus Batman. So Detective 570. We've got some Sveta Shabina books. If anybody is looking for Sveta books. Does it give you the ability to bid on these, you guys? Because it says ineligible to bid for me, and I imagine that's probably because I'm selling it. Again, this is my first time back on the platform. And Lord Zero is going to play the guinea pig. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. There we go. There we go. He played the guinea pig for me. All right, brother. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay. There we go. Nice and easy. And then we're going to put these winners over here, and we'll put Mark Sphere's bags there. Okay. Thanks for being the guinea pig there, Chris. All right, this is for all the Sveta fans who didn't get any of her Curse of Cleaver County books. These are selling for about $100 a piece, and we're gonna go ahead and give you guys a shot on this. And we're going to start it at $20. So here we go. $20. This is the trade dress variant, Curse of Cleaver County, Sveta Shabina San Diego Comic-Con variant. Limited to 100 copies, I believe. It sells for about $100 itself. So there you guys go. Curse of Cleaver County, Sveta Shabina San Diego Comic-Con variant from this year. Limited to 100 copies. Easy. What's going on, brother? We're testing out the new eBay Live. This is my first time on as through Beyond Wednesdays, which is nice. We got a big card sale tomorrow. We'll be back on Whatnot on Thursday. So it'll be nice then to test out what the difference in the programs are, or the platforms are. This is pretty cool. This is a limited to 50 copies. There's only 50 of these. This is Jennifer Blood number 2. This is the Ollie Garza high-end variant. Limited to only 50 copies. It is a Dynamic Forces variant. What up, you need? Let's see here. Here we go. This is limited to 50 copies. This book right here. 50 copies total. Ali Garza variant, and we're going to start it at $20. Ali Garza, Jennifer Blood number 2. Limited to 50 total copies. This is a Dynamic Forces variant, which is pretty dope. Shout out to Dynamic Forces crew. They still do such a great job over there of picking really cool books to make limited copies of, cool new artists over there and whatnot. Man, it's kind of hard doing this without the music. The music really helps me kind of just zone in a little bit, not have dead air. I'm so used to not, dead air being a detriment that I want to fill the dead air up. And the music is nice because it kind of fills that dead air up, if that makes sense. All right, this one's pretty dope. This is this Ollie Garza too? Who is this? Who is this? Grim Fairy Tales, Myths, and Legends. Let's see who this is. This is Al Rio, and this is limited to 1,000 copies. This is another Dynamic Forces variant. This is badass. I love how it's got the Dynamic Forces on the corner here. Really dope spot color. Big werewolf getting ready to take out the nurse. And here you guys can see it's got the Dynamic Forces COA. So here we go. Al Rio, limited to 1,000. And we're going to start it at $5. $5. Al Rio, Grim Fairy Tales, Myths, and Legends. Number 3, Al Rio variant. Yeah, I know, right? Toy time. It can be rough when I'm so used to it. It makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, they came after me for the music. That's what we got. We got our strike from the music, which was kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. But this gives us a chance to kind of test out, eBay Live all fresh, which is nice. All right. Next, Berserker. This is the San Diego Comic-Con variant from this year. This is the Todd McFarlane variant, and we're going to start it at $5. This was, I believe, limited to 1,000. Maybe it was less. It was more. It was less than 1,000. Maybe 500, 600, I believe. 600 copies. It is a foil. It's the 7th printing of Berserker #1 with the Todd McFarlane, Keanu Reeves figure on the cover. Really, really cool variant from San Diego Comic-Con this year. Are they giving strikes to people who play music, or is it the type of music? It's the type of music. Any music that is copyrighted, or like a major band on a major label, they'll strike, and it's a real bummer because you would think that people would rather have, like if I was in a band, I would rather have people. I would like to have people finding my music and showing new people that music. This is Gun Honey, you guys. Gun Honey Collision Course. This is the San Diego Comic-Con 2023 or 2024, I can't remember, variant from Adam Hughes. Gun Honey Collision Course. Adam Hughes foil. Here we go. We're going to start this at $5. Kind of tough on these foil covers to see with the light. There we go. Toy Time says, what if you just made a beat and put it on loop in just the background? So that's what I've been doing. I find really cool songs that I like on like YouTube and stuff that is the non it's not copyrighted music, and I'll just find the stuff that I really like, and that's what I've been doing. So, but you know, you would think that it would promote their stuff, like you said, Toy Time, and more people would want to get it. So, nice win on that one. That's a sweet book for get that really cheap. Congratulations. All right, that went to 141114. Remember, you guys, shipping is $7 for your first item and then 50 cents per item after that. But you only, if you buy like a ton of items, you pay a max of $5 per item. A max of $12.50 shipping. So if you buy 30 items, you're only going to pay $12.50. So $7 for your first item, 50 cents per item after that, up to a max of $12.50. All right, next we have a really cool annual. This is Batman Annual number 25. This is a special issue, especially for right now. Let me go ahead and do this. This is the origin of Jason Todd, Red Hood. And this is a gorgeous jock cover of Batman holding Jason as Red Hood. And it kind of replays that old school Jason Todd death thing. And if you guys have read this series, you guys know how important this cover is. But here we go. $5 start for Batman Annual number 25. This is a really cool book. Usually sells for about $10 to $20 raw itself. Beautiful Jock cover on this one. Jock has got a new cover coming out for Absolute Batman number 15. That is going to be just fantastic if you guys haven't seen it. Absolutely amazing. It's going to be the big book on the secondary market when it hits. I think it's a 1 in 50 or 1 in 100. I can't remember. And then there's a really good Sienkiewicz. Like a really good Sienkiewicz. I think the Sienkiewicz is probably the best. I know a lot of people like the... what's the other one that a lot of people like? There is the... not Ben Oliver. I can't remember the other one. It's a dope book, though. But this is a dope book itself. I love Jason Todd Red Hood. Nice win on that 1-0. All right. Next, we got a big book. If anybody wants to take a shot at this, this is a big book. Justice League of America, number 75, the OG Justice League of America. This is the first appearance of the modern Black Canary, as you can see on the front there. This is her first appearance and origin. Yeah, this is a crazy book. So let me go ahead and do this, and we'll edit one of these. Let's go... Let's go to here, and let's go Control V. Be on Wednesdays, boom. And then let's go starting price. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. You got a minute on this. I'm going to start it at 100. This is in beautiful condition. High grade. Super high grade, actually. The only problem is it has a little bit of damage right. Let's see if I can get this here. a tiny bit of damage, right? Sorry, guys. There, you can kind of just see it. Other than that, it is just beautiful. Let me go ahead and show you. High grade on this one. For this book, first appearance in Origin of Black Canary. Absolutely beautiful. All black cover. Comes in a Mylar and a fullback. 15 center. Really, really tough book to find in this condition. All right, these next two books I'm going to show you are super cool, super tough to find. You guys ever seen these? These are called superhero catalogs. These were given out at comic shops, I guess, back in the day. And they are awesome. It's got like a catalog of all the toys and comics, but all the items are drawn by like famous comic artists. And here you guys can see the interiors. Like Batmobile toy, $6.95, 7 cents shipping and handling. You've got all the little toys. You got Spider-Man mobile, Captain America mobile. You got all the Mego toys. Look at this, and they're all drawn comic style. They didn't use actual images. Like, these are super cool, super rare. From 1976, Star Trek, USS Enterprise toys, little tribbles. You got Bert and Ernie, Sesame Street, Space, Marvel. You got all the tumblers. Look at this. This is amazing. Posters. All the posters. Watches. Little flashlights. And you could have bought all this. Look at all the t-shirts. Can you imagine having all these t-shirts? How cool. Socks. Where's Jesse? You got some socks in here. Beanies. Marvel t-shirts. DC t-shirts. Look at that. Look at that Stan Lee Excelsior. How much would that t-shirt sell for these days? Oh my gosh. Fonzie for president. So these are very, very rare. I've got 2 of them, and you can see they've never been used. It's got the little sheets in it that you're supposed to cut out and send in. There's the back cover. Really, really nice quality. I would say they're very fine minus. So here's the first one. This is the superhero catalog number 1, and let me find the. So the artist that did the cover on this one, I believe, is there's somebody rare that did the artist on this one. I can't remember. But Kubert, Joe Kubert did the covers. Like, here's number 2, Joe Kubert cover. So anyways, here we go. Here's number 1. We're going to go ahead and start this at $20 for 1 minute. There you go. Really, really cool old school catalog, toy catalog. Just beautiful condition. I'll put it in a new bag and board because it deserves one. And this is the type of book that you want to go through. You want to read. You want to like look through. They're super fun. Very nostalgic. Takes you back to the days. Yeah, says the 80 ringer tees. I mean, very nostalgia. I would love to be able to. Wouldn't it be cool if they were just sitting in a warehouse somewhere and they're like, hey, we said Lifetime and I'm still alive. It's like the Unholy Grails by Mark. Lifetime and I'm still alive. So if you want it, you just got to find one and send in the what you want. Geez, that would be amazing. Who knows if it's going to happen? We'll see. Maybe There you go, Lord Zero. You can be the guinea pig again and take the chance on this one. That is a great book, bro. These were in my PC, and I am culling down my PC right now, which is tough to do if you're a lifelong collector like me, but every once in a while we need to cull our PC. And it's just the way it is. All right. Here is the second one. Now, this one is really cool because it has that Joe Kubert signature cover, not actual like autograph, but he actually, back in the day, most artists weren't able to get credit on their covers. And you can see here, Joe Kubert there, right? Pretty cool. You can see it's got a little bit of damage there. But other than that, I mean, it's a really nice book for 1976. Introducing our superhero. So the first superhero of superhero books, this guy. And they introduce him in here. It's his first appearance. It says, wow, look at this art. Just beautiful. I'm getting used to the eBay Live camera, you guys. I apologize. Absolutely beautiful. And here's the guarantee. Let's see here. Joe Kubert was the editor of this. Wow. And students of the Joe Kubert School of Cartoon and Graphic Art drew this. Whoa, you guys are going to trip. Listen to this. Listen to who the artists were that worked on this, who were students at the Joe Kubert School who worked on this. Steve Bissett, Rick Veitch, Marie Severin, Tom Yates, Rick Grimes, but not that Rick Grimes. So a couple really big artists who were students at the time drew in this. Oh yeah, you can see, look at this. So I wonder if that's Rick Veitch or Steve Bissett's first produced art. Oh, wow. And here, look at that. Here we go. So you want to, look at this. So you want to be a cartoonist? Joe Kubert School of Cartoon and Graphic Art, Inc. And here's the first appearance. Introducing now our superhero. Who is he? What does he do? When does he do it? Don't delay. Just send us a card with your idea for a name. So you could name this superhero. I wonder if they ever finish this. Look how badass this is. Look at the art on the interior. It's really good. Let's see if we can find like the Bissett and the Rick Veitch style. Because Bissett and Veitch are like very, very stylized, and I really love Bissett. There's the ringer tees. This is so cool. Great, great design on all the advertisements. It says MCG, AP, NPP. It says each person that did it. NPP, MCG, NPP, Doc Savage, NPP, MCG. Oh, that must be the copyrights. That's not who drew them. That's the copyright. Marvel Comics Group, National Periodical Publishing, probably. That's DC. So there we go. Look at that back cover. Beautiful back cover. Got a little fold over there, but this is super, super. These are very, very tough to come by, and the Joe Kubert cover is fantastic. So here we go. Same thing with this one. Have at it, you guys. Very, very rare Joe Kubert cover, and could be Rick Veitch and Steve Bissett's very first, if not some of their earliest, art that they did as a student when they were at the Joe Kubert School. If you guys are watching on any of the streaming platforms. You guys can find links to this sale. The QR code in the upper left will take you to the eBay live sale. This is through eBay. All you need to bid on this is have an eBay account and sign in under your eBay, and you get to bid live on this. You get a lot of great deals tonight, you guys. A lot of great deals. There's only about 4 people in this sale right now, and 5 people, and all those people are going to be getting really good deals because there's not very much competition. Nice win on that one. Lord Zero just picked up 2 of probably the best books in the sale. All right, here we go. Lord Zero picked up I saw he posted his Demon in the Bottle pickup the other day, along with his Unholy Grail. All right, let's continue. This is a big deal right here. So, Green Lantern stuff is super hot right now. Clutch, what's going on, brother? This Green Lantern stuff is super hot right now. They just showed the preview of the new Green Lantern TV series that's written by the guy who wrote what is it called? True Detectives, I think it's called. And it looks really, really good. All the Green Lantern stuff is just going through the roof. A lot of the stuff from this time period, first appearance of Chip is a $25 plus book. That used to be a $3 book. First appearance of the Omega Men are selling for $40 to $50 a piece. That's $140 and $141, I believe. Cameo $140, first full appearance $141. This is a slept-on book. This is the first Blackest Night prophecy by one of the greatest comic book creators ever, Alan Moore. This is Tales of the Green Lantern Corps number 2, the annual number 2, and Aubin Sur, you can see there on the cover, the greatest Green Lantern before the greatest Green Lantern, which was Sinestro. Sinestro is considered the greatest Green Lantern in history. He's kind of like Anakin Skywalker style. But this has all kinds of stories in it and a couple first appearances. But what's important about this is it has the very first oath in it that the Green Lanterns say, written by, look at that old school laser tag advertisement. Written by Alan Moore. Let's see if we can find it, because that's an important part. The Blackest Night prophecy. So here we go. That looks like it's talking about the Blackest Night prophecy right there, and there's Sinestro telling the prophecy, which is super cool. And the Blackest Night prophecy, of course, is going to be a big part of the storyline, with Black Hand being the big bad. Let's see if we can find in Blackest Night and whatever the code of the Green Lantern. Damn, man, this looks great. This just takes me back to Green Lantern's my favorite DC characters. Here we go. What is this? This looks like it right here. Alan Moore, yep. There's Aubin Sur. Him crashing on the planet. And then these guys are the, if you guys have read Jeff Johns' storyline of the Sinestro Wars, these are the guys, the Atrocitus planet that he landed on, and this is that first appearance, and Atrocitus is going to be in that storyline, they're saying. Look at how creepy this is, man. And it totally looks like this in the Jeff Johns stuff that he did. So there you guys go. Here we go. Throughout the Green Lantern Corps, he shall be hailed as the greatest amongst his contemporaries. Wherever he goes, legends shall spring up his footsteps, your own achievements being utterly eclipsed. That's the greatest lantern. So the prophecy, and that's the guy telling the prophecy, and he ended up becoming Atrocitus, didn't he? Isn't that what it is? This character right here. Damn, bro. Look how good the art is. So this is where the prophecy of the Blackest Night comes from, you guys. Very big deal in the world of Green Lantern. And look at that. Bonus pinup. This is the original cover for Green Lantern Corps Annual as done by Gil Kane a while back. Since many of these Corps members have died or undergone costume changes, we asked our own Joe Staten to update the piece. The rest is history. So that was supposed to be the original cover, and then they went with this one. So here we go. Long storyline on this one, but a really, really cool book. And we're going to start it for $5. Have at it. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps Annual number 2. The Alan Moore storyline. First Blackest Night Prophecy by Alan Moore. And a really, really cool book. Steve Englehart, man, what a great creator. If anybody's ever had the chance to watch the shit show that was Renovision interviewing Steve Englehart, go do yourself a favor and check it out. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. So, oh my God, poor Steve Englehart. They thought that it was an act. They thought he was an actor that played the Gimp on Pulp Fiction, and they didn't realize they were talking to one of the greatest comic book creators in history, Steve Englehart. It's so embarrassing. I felt so bad for him. Nice win on that 1-0. That is a sneaky cool book to own, man. All right. And here's the good thing, Chris. I think through eBay, I set it up to where you can do pickups. So I might be able just to, instead of charging you for shipping, I might be able to just charge you for local pickup. So we'll take a look at that. All right. Let's continue. First Fight Club in comic books. This was a free comic book day book. First Fight Club book. And a lot of people don't like free comic book day books because they have a spot on them for you to stamp your store name. But this is this one's special because it doesn't have the stamp. And I love how they did this where they have the name tags for the stamp. And this is the first appearance of Fight Club in comics. This is, I believe, the first Chuck Palahniuk, or Chucky P, as they call him, comic book, too, as well. What up, MJ? So here we go. Let's go ahead and start this one at $5. Near mint condition, unstamped David Mack cover. This would be a sweet book to get David Mack to sign right here. And Chucky P, to get Chucky P to sign it. Does Chuck Palahniuk do conventions anymore? I'm not sure. You guys let me know. But that would be sweet. If you guys have ever read any of Chucky P's books, there's a book called, I think it's called Ghosts, and it is freaking horrifying. The first story, it's a bunch of short stories, and the first story is so terribly horrifying. It is just, oh man, it is tough to read, but it's a really, really crazy horror story. I think this would be really cool to get signed. If you get a chance to get this one signed, 1-1. All right. 1-4. instead of 1-1. 14114. There we go. I'm just going to call you 14. Okay. Next, we got another book that is actually getting a little bit of love right now. There's talks about maybe the option has lapsed on this and that a new company has picked it up for option. This was a big book when it came out. Beautiful cover and interior art on this one. This is Bitch Planet #1. And really, really crazy storyline. If you never got a chance to check out this series, definitely get a chance to check it out. Look it up. But yeah, a little bit of maybe option rumor news on this. I don't know how true that is, but this book has started to see some life on the secondary market. So here we go. $5 start on this near mint condition. First issue, first appearance of Bitch Planet. Girl gangs caged and enraged. So it's basically like an all-female society, and craziness ensues. So, and I'm sure you guys can think of what causes the craziness, right? By the way, you guys, $7 for your first item shipping-wise. 50 cents per item after that until you reach a max of $12.50. Which is nice and easy. Yeah, that way you guys can get extra books and not have to worry about paying a ton in extra shipping. So we do have blind bags available if you guys are still looking for blind bags. Nice win on that one, 14. There we go. Next, I love this cover. Joker cover. This is a cover buy only, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked out the story, but I'm a huge Ben Templesmith fan. And this is a sweet Ben Templesmith cover of Joker in the Batman suit. This is Legends of the Dark Knight #2, Crisis in Identity. Written by B. Clay Moore and drawn, including interiors, by Ben Templesmith, one of my favorite all-time comic artists. So here we go, starting this one at $2. Beautiful Ben Templesmith cover art on that one. Batman, Joker wearing the Batman suit. And it is creepy. And I love how he's got the Batman symbol in blood behind him. Or red paint, one of the two. I like to think blood. That's cooler. So we're just hanging out here, enjoying our Sunday. I wonder if I put up like a football, if they would ding me for listening to the football on the radio, right? They'd probably ding me for that, knowing if you get dinged for copyright for music, they probably get you for listening to the radio too. You know what I mean? Like, ouch. Nice pickup on that one, 14. I love that cover. Ben Templesmith, one of super underrated comic book artists. All right, we've got, this is kind of cool. So this is a complete 5-issue series, mini-series. This is the Strain, Mr. Quinlan Vampire Hunter, Guillermo del Toro and Chuck Hogan, like storyline, but David Lapham is writing it. So here we go. You're getting all 5 issues. This is really, really cool series. Look at that cover. That is beautiful. Some really, really cool covers. And the Strange storyline and series is much beloved. And this is a great 5-issue storyline of the Strain. And we're going to start this one off. Hold on here. $10. So $2 a book. Here we go. The Strain, number 1, or The Strain, Mr. Quinlan Vampire Hunter, 1 through 5. There's issue number 1, 2, 3, 4. That cover is amazing. The vampires of The Strain always kind of reminded me of Nosferatu, right? And number 5. So you get the entire series here. Strain. Mr. Quinlan Vampire Hunter. If there's anything you guys are looking for that you guys collect, let me know. Any audio or video? Are you guys not getting anything, Toy Times? Are you guys getting something? Any audio or video? All right, this next one is a major key nowadays. It does have the tiniest of a tear right there. You guys can see it there, right? You see it right there. But let me show you why this is important. This is Star Slayer issue number 1, the classic Mike Grell series. This is a Mike Grell cover from PC Comics back in the day. Why is this important? Because of that right there. The very first Rocketeer by Dave Stevens. They have a full-page advertisement for Rocketeer in the next issue. Of course, Dave Stevens, classic Dave Stevens art right there. And did he write the Rocketeer as well? I think he might have wrote it as well. But here you go. Other than that tiniest of little rip on there, beautiful Dave Stevens book. We're going to start it at $2. First Dave Stevens Rocketeer appearance right here, you guys. Very first appearance of Dave Stevens, a Rocketeer. Star Slayer issue number 1. And is it on the back too? No, it's not on the back. This is a wraparound cover for this one. So, really, really cool book for all you Dave Stevens fans. Yeah, they will copyright strike just about anything. You're right there, Toy Times. They will copyright just about anything, and I think that they can get money from the copyright. Like, there's people out there that will just copyright anything because they know that most people won't like fight it, and they'll just pay the money, and then you'll lose the money on that video. You know, all the money from that video goes to the copyright owner or the said copyright owner, even if they don't own the copyright. So, all right. Nice win on that one, Chris. Cool book. Very, very cool book. And you can, when you find a better condition one out there, you can upgrade it. All right, next, this is a really cool book that a lot of people don't know about. So, first time that J. Scott Campbell ever did Spider-Man is this cover right here. This is back in the late 90s when Marvel was going bankrupt. They restarted all their numbering, right? So Amazing Spider-Man went to number 1 again, and vice versa. They do that all the time now, but back then it was like crazy for them to do that. Well, when they did it, one of the books was, of course, Amazing Spider-Man, and an Amazing Spider-Man number 30 is the first J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man art. Of course, J. Scott Campbell over the years has become a huge Spider-Man artist. Mary Jane, Spider-Man, Black Cat. He's known for a lot of his Spider-Man IP stuff. And this is a great cover. This is also the first appearance of what's that vampire guy's name? I'm spacing on his name. Let me look it up real quick here. Moreland. His first appearance of Moreland. Well, what's important about this is the rare collected edition, which has all 3 issues in it, 30 to 32, and it says collected edition. These are very tough to find and really, really cool. It still has that badass J. Scott Campbell cover that everybody looks for, but it has the entire series written by J. Michael Straczynski. It's got Romita Jr. interior art, and it is very, very tough to find. So let's go ahead and get this one going. There we go. For $5. $5 start on this one. First, J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man collected edition, not like a trade paperback. They did these weird collected editions, just like regular comics. It's just a regular comic, but it's all 3 issues of the storyline without all the BS in it, and it is very, very tough to find. So if you're a J. Scott Campbell fan and you don't have this is one to add to your collection. You guys can find the link to this sale if you guys are new to Beyond Wednesdays and live sales. This live sale is being taken place over eBay Live, a new live selling platform where all you need is an eBay account to bid on these. Shipping is $7 for your first item, 50 cents per item after that until you reach a max shipping of $12.50. So really, really cool new platform for all you guys out there. All right, next we've got a killer. I mean, one of the most iconic 2 covers for Joker fans. And who doesn't love Jim Aparo? Classic Batman artist. And look at these covers. This is Batman number 450 and 451. 2 classic Joker covers. Joker storyline. Marv Wolfman, Jim Aparo, just classic stuff. And you get both issues. They are near mint. I don't see... This one has a little bit of a dent right here, but no real color-breaking spine ticking, just a little bit of a dent. And then this one is really nice. Near mint condition. You see really nice condition on this one. So... here we go. Batman 450 and 451 here. Let's do this so you guys can see it. This is the Origin of the Joker, you guys. Another Joker origin lot. So here we go. $5 start for both issues. Near mint condition. Origin of the Joker by Marv Wolfman and Jim Aparo. 2 issues you're getting. Batman 450 and 451. Classic covers, classic storyline for all you Batman Joker fans out there. I love how it's got the different colors, the DC, they're a little bit different on each. That's interesting. And then the code is white on this one and black on this one. That's interesting, right? Kind of weird. It doesn't say second, third, first print. It just, these are how they did these. I love that cover. Him having the Tommy gun and the classic Killing Joke outfit with all the bats in the background. It's a great, great cover. Phoenix Doc, what's going on? All right, let's switch it up here. This is a cool book right here. DC Universe variant. This is Superman the Wedding Album. Usually when you find this book, it is all white with a white embossed Superman logo. This is the DC Universe variant. Really, really tough to come by, these DC Universe variants. These, if you know the storyline about these were sold in these multi-packs, usually at toy stores for kids. But this is a beautiful copy. Really thick square-bound issue. You guys can see there. Near mint condition. Never been opened or read. You can see with the binding here that's never been opened or read or gone through, because it would have that crease along the binding there. But yeah, really, really cool book. Here we go. DC Universe variant. Near mint condition of the Wedding Album. I'm going to start it at $20. Near mint condition, tough to find. One of the tougher DC Universe variants. I love this copy. There's also the Wedding Albums that you can find that are Dynamic Forces variants that are all signed on the white embossed cover, which are super, super cool. Yeah, it is tough without the music. I think what I might do is I might figure out a way. I don't know. I gotta check? I gotta double check my eBay rules, see if they updated it to where you can not have music playing, copyrighted music playing on eBay Live as well. There might be a rule to that I'm gonna have to look into. All right. Next, check this out. Watchmen. The entire run, 1 through 12, all in Mylars and fullback. If you don't have this series, here's your chance. I'm calling these VF to near mint. Go ahead and do this, Control C. And let's go ahead and do that. And that. All right, here we go. This is the entire run. Watchmen 1 through 12. We're going to start at $90 for the set. Here, as you guys can see, condition on these. These are actually pretty nice. Very fine to near mint, all of them. Comes in a Mylar and a fullback. Here's one of the ones that is very fine. As you can see, it's got some issues on it. But other than that, this set is really, really nice. The entire run. There we go. What is that? Somebody trying to call me or something? What? Somebody blowing the phone up. I don't know what that is. But yeah. Watchmen, the entire run for $90. Comes in a Mylar and a fullback. All of them really, really nice. I mean, just beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous stuff. So, nice win, Phoenix Doc. Great, great win. Let me go ahead and do this. We're going to turn that over. Doc. Nice, nice win, brother. That's a great set. All right. Okay. Next. This is for the readers out there and for the Rob Liefeld fans. This is the entire Hawk and Dove series. We're going to do it at $5 for 1 minute. This is what brought Rob Liefeld into mainstream comics. This is the 5-issue miniseries that introduces the female Dove that was played in the TV series Dawn. I forget her name, Dawn something. But this is the entire run, and it's written by the Kessels, and Liefeld did the interior art and the covers on these. So this is his start in mainstream comics right here, you guys. You get the entire 5-issue miniseries. First appearance of Dawn Granger. Which is the female Dawn. And I think if you guys watched the Titans miniseries, was it a miniseries? It was a TV show on, what did they do that on? It was like Warner Brothers, some type of streaming service. It was so darn good. And everybody fell in love with Dawn Granger in that series. I know I did big time. So very, very cool. I love this more because I'm a Liefeld fan. I think Liefeld is one of the GOATs in our industry. I think he's one of the best ambassadors for comics out there. There's no doubt about that, in my opinion. So I hope that he continues to do his podcast and continues to be an ambassador for comics. He sells more comics by himself than DC does as the entire company, in my opinion, just for his, excitement over comic books. That's a little bit, out there. I get that, but I truly believe he is the current version of Stan Lee, our ambassador for comic books. So nice win on that one, Zero. It's a cool set. All right. Next. Adam Hughes 1 in 100, you guys. This is Avengers X-Men Axis. This is one of the most underrated Adam Hughes variants. Very, very tough to come by. And let me see here. Let me go to Control F. Avengers X-Men Axis number 9, the 1 in 100 Adam Hughes variant. All right, here we go. Now, this book sells for $80 to $100 plus all day, every day. Very, very tough to come by. Comes in a Mylar and a fullback. You can see you've got beautiful Rogue on the top half and Enchantress on the bottom half. Near mint condition. Get this one graded. It does have a little, probably needs a little bit of press just to get that, when the paper that they use at this time has a little bit of a wave to it, but it's no damage at all. This thing is near mint, like super, super minty fresh. So here we go. We're going to start at $50 for 1 minute. This is a 1 in 100 Adam Hughes variant. And I don't know how many people were buying 100 issues of Avengers X-Men Axis number 9. Because by this time, the whole series had kind of just floundered. It was kind of a garbage series, to be honest. I'll have to talk to Big Leg, JP. I'll have to talk to Big Leg. Do we have any fans of grommets out there, you guys? Any grommets fans? You guys check out the Grommet series by Rick Remender. All So, the reason why I asked is because I have a sweet grommet set. I've got issue number 7, the final issue. This is the A cover. Beautiful A cover. This is the 1 in 10 by Brett Parson. 1 in 10. This is the 1 in 20. Very, very tough to find this book. The majority of the ones that I got of these were damaged. Shout out to my boy Big Clutch that helped me get some undamaged copies of this. This is the super rare 1 in 20. And you get the limited to 500 Grommets number 7 Beyond Wednesdays variant. This is the very first Beyond Wednesdays crew variant. Like I said, limited to 500. And if you buy this and you want it personalized, I personalize these in a very fun way that you have to figure out how I personalize them. If you don't want it personalized, I'll leave it unpersonalized. But this is the entire, all the variants for the final issue, including the Beyond Wednesdays limited to 500 variant, which is, like I said, our very first variant. So, all right, here we go. All right. And we're going to start this. We sell this book itself, the 1 in 5, the limited to 500, we sell for $35 a piece. This is a $50 book, the 1 in 20. This is a $10 book, the 1 in 10, and this is about a $3 book. So you got a nice little run here of Grommets books. If you guys were unable to get the 1 in 20 for this, for a decent price, and like I said, I will personalize it if you want it. We're going to do this for $50 for the entire set. So you're basically getting multiple books for free. Like I said, we sell this for $35 MSRP. This is a $50 book on its own. It's the rare 1 in 20. That's a $10 book, and that's about a $3 book. So very, very cool set. And if you want me to sign it, I'll sign it. I number all my signed copies of these. So if you get a personalized signed copies, it is numbered. I am only going to be personalizing them the way I do, 30 of them. So it'll be limited to 30 if you have me personalize it. Best comic of 2024, in my opinion, right here. I don't think there's a better series, but this was very nostalgic to me. If you grew up in Phoenix or California and the West Coast, Southwest in the 80s and 90s, this book will blow you away, this series. And I could see them totally doing a animated or a movie series or a TV show with this. So hell yeah, Zero. That's awesome, bro. I appreciate you. And you let me know, man, if you want me to personalize that, brother. I'll personalize it for you. But like I said, you're going to have to figure out how. You're going to have to figure out how. All right, there we go. All right, next. We have a rare signed Lobos book. I don't have any more of these. I think this is my final one. I had the foil version. I had the Jeff DeCall homage cover. And this is the final one. This does come with a certificate of authenticity. My boy Big Leg, who is a certified CGC authenticator, was at the signing, so I was able to get him to Jesus Christ, to say it's real. There we go. And it is signed by Lobos. This is one of Lobos's first covers that he did when he came back into comics. So let's go ahead and do this. Gun Honey Blood for Blood number 4, the Lobos variant, signed by Lobos at San Diego Comic-Con this year. which was really cool. All right, let me go here, boom, and here we go. So it, oh, where did that go? All right, here we go. Signed by Lobos, comes with a COA, and we're going to start it for $40. Tough book. It's limited to 500. I don't think there are very many of these even on the secondary market right now. And yeah, beautiful. Also a bubblegum cover if you guys are a collector of the bubblegum covers like our boy Mr. Longshort. Beautiful, beautiful Pablo Villalobos variant, and it is signed. Comes with a COA, Certificate of Authenticity. There we go. So you can authenticate it. It is authenticated by our boy Big Leg. Shout out to Big Leg, who does a lot of really good sales on this platform. He kills it. I think he had a sale earlier today at 1 p.m. and he was in San Francisco for the San Francisco Con. All right, do we have any fans of the boys? Any boys fans? So, these are some variants that were done by Miguel Mercado and Lucio Perillo. So the first one is the Perillo. The boys, I believe these were the Dear. Was this the Dear Becky? Does that make sense? Dear Becky, I can't remember. If that was the name of the series when they were able to do a one shot. The boys Dear Becky, number 1. This is the color version by Perillo, limited to 500, and this is the sketch version, limited to 333. So you get both issues. Here we go. Delete, and then let's go sketch out of. There we go, and let's go. So you get both books here. One's limited to 333. The other is limited to 500 for $15. Near mint condition. Perillo Homelander cover. It's pretty crazy. And then the sketch limited to 333. I've been running for about an hour now, and the Mark Spear stuff is coming up. So Perillo has really upped his game, you guys. He has become one of the best artists in comic books. He's doing art for the big two right now. He's working on DC and Marvel. Both him and Carla are killing it. They've really upped their game. They are world-class illustrators and artists. Perillo and Carla both have that classical painting style, and they just keep getting better and better and better. So shout out to them. All right, there's that. And then next, we have the Miguel Mercado set. Same thing on this one. Limited to 500 and 333 for this set. And there we go. And you know what? We'll start this one at $10. So this is the Miguel Mercado Homelander set. And you get the color Virgin here and the black background. So the white background is limited to 333 and the black background is limited to 500. So for all you Homelander fans, maybe even Miguel Mercado fans, Miguel Mercado is another one of those amazing comic book artists that have upped their game. His covers for, I think he's been doing some really, really good stuff. He did some stuff for, was it Hello Darkness that he did some really good stuff for? But yeah, this is for all the Homelander boys fans out there. Limited to 333 and 500, respectively, for each book. And you can get them both for $10. All right, speaking of Mark Spears, let's see what we have from Mark Spears. Okay, and we will be throwing in a blind bag on every Mark Spears auction. Okay, here we go. How about this one? I've got the Zartan variants for G.I. Joe. These are the foil variants. Go ahead and bring these up real quick. All right, G.I. Joe number 315. Let me do this, edit. Plus a blind bag. So you'll get both these foils. These are very tough to come by. They sell for 50 plus themselves. These are both the variants, the foil variants. You get the blue tint Zartan and the regular Zartan and the blind bag behind it. So here we go. Both books, $50 for the set. These Zartan books are getting tougher and tougher to come by as the days go on. I think people are realizing how cool these books are just for the blue tint alone on the Zartan. And we can rip or ship the blind bag. It's up to you. If we rip it, we'll put it in a bag and board. If we ship it and you pull an unholy grail, we get to talk about that on our show, and you come on our show, just like we're going to have the guy who's winning it right now, Lord Zero, come on our show to talk about him pulling a blind bag or an unholy grail out of a blind bag lately, which I think he's got the hot hand, which is amazing. So we got a bunch of signed books coming up too. So if you're looking for signed books, there we go, Lord Zero. He's not going to walk away from that one. All right, you want me to rip it open? Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. He's usually got good luck at this stuff. But he also has, I think, everything that you can ask for out of these blind bags. Is there anything that you don't have yet, Lord Zero? I know you have one of these. I know you have one of these, and you just got another one. But is there any one that you don't have that you're looking for? You need to let me know, so if I have any of those, I can give you one. He has an unholy grail. He has a super rare air version that is probably another one of one. Is there anybody you know that has multiple 101s out of the Mark Spears Monsters and the Wolf blind bags? I know somebody that has multiple 101s. I know somebody. Nice job, Lord Zero. All right, more Mark Spears. Here we go. What else do we have for Mark Spears? We have... Hold on. Okay. How about this one? Bowler cap man. What do they call this man? The man with the bowler cap, or the... it's either bowler cap man or the man with the bowler cap. This is Mark Spears Monsters number 2, the secret holofoil variant, limited to 500. This was from San Diego Comic-Con this year, and a lot of people call this the Alice Cooper cover, I think it is. So, and it is becoming much more rare as time goes by. Let me show you this. Unfortunately, with the light. All right, let me see if we can get this. Here we go. I mean, the light doesn't know justice. You got to see this in hand. But this is the bowler cap man. Okay, so you need the glow-in-the-dark one with the 3 ladies on it. That's the only one you need, huh? So here we go. This is the bowler cap man. Let's see if I can get a really good foil. Really beautiful cover, but you got to see it in hand because the light is just bouncing off of it. You see a big circular light on it. So you get this and an open blind bag. Here we go. This was limited to 500, you guys. Limited to 500. The secret holofoil variant from San Diego Comic-Con. Really creepy, man. Really creepy. It even says on there, which is nice. I love how they put secret holofoil variant. Right there. I'm terrible with this camera. I'm getting used to it, you guys. I'm trying to get used to it. There we go. Secret holofoil variant. Keen spot. Secret holofoil. Nice win on that one. Lord Zero is all over it today. He's like, nope. I'm feeling a little too lucky on this. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we can get. I'm going to rip it, even though you didn't say rip it. I'm pretty sure you want to rip it. What are these blind bags selling for on the secondary market right now? Has anybody bought any blind bags anywhere other than me as of lately? And if you have, what have you got? Well, look at that, Chris. You get another one, but don't worry. I'm going to open you another one because we just opened this. No dupes. No dupes. So we got to get one more. Hold on here. No dupes. One more. All right. We need a glow in the dark. I haven't pulled a glow in the dark. Oh, you get the tub. The tub one is not a bad one to get dupes of because a lot of people want the tub one. So, damn, wouldn't that be crazy if you pulled 2 of Unholy Grails? I think you'd be the luckiest man in the world, bro. So, there we go. All right. I think if you were going to get any base covers, the tub cover and the the Dave Stevens homage cover are the 2 covers to get, right? Those are the covers that you want. All right, next, let's do... You got any signed books? I do. I've got some cool signed books. Do we have any Stray Dogs fans? I got 2 signed Tony Fleece Stray Dogs. And this is... you need a tub cover, Wibe Toys? I might have an extra tub cover. I'll check to see, and I'll put it up with an extra bag for you if you want it. Stray Dogs number 2, the 4th printing variant, homage variant for 28 Days Later. It is signed by Tony. And then this is the crossover with Ash Evil Dead, and it is signed by Tony. So... signed the same year, 2021. So here we go, 2 signed Tony Fleece variants. All right, here we go. $10, $5 a piece. You got the tough to find movie homage variant to 28 Days Later for Stray Dogs number 2. I think it was like a 4th printing variant, those are tough. And then the crossover signed by Tony. So you get both. This is for the Stray Dogs fans out there. By the way, if you're not reading Feral is at issue 19, I think, right now, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, if you got 5 in a row, I could understand that, Toy Times. Did you put any up on secondary market? I bet you could sell those, though. House of Stein's in the chat. What up, Ben? How you doing, brother? The Feral homage covers are fire. They are fire. They did a really good one for, what is that, Long Legs movie that they just did, I think? Next, for the G.I. Joe fans, we've got my final Joe Benitez variant for G.I. Joe number 1. This is the Skybound series, the first issue from Skybound. This is the Chameleon variant, limited to 500. Limited to 500. And it is signed by Joe in gold, which is absolutely beautiful. And let's go ahead and do this. Control V. $500. Okay, there we go. And we'll start at $15 on this one. Limited to 500 copies total. And there we go. It is signed by Joe. Right there. He's got a great signature. There we go. Why isn't that coming up? There we go. Signed by Joe Benitez over his regular art signature. And this is, for anybody that doesn't know who Chameleon is Baroness's half-sister. And she is a, she can take people's appearances really well, like Baroness can. She's a very good actress. She's also a badass sniper as well. Very, very cool character. You guys follow the deep G.I. Joe lore out there. Joe Benitez is one of my favorite all-time G.I. Joe artists. Next Perillo. We have a Perillo variant here. This is the... Let's go ahead and do this. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle Perillo cover. Absolutely amazing. Queen of the Jungle number 5. Signed by Perillo. Alright, here we go. I'm going to start this at $15. Signed by Perillo in gold. And I like when artists sign like that in an area that doesn't take away from the art. He signs like on her arm. I'm terrible with this new camera angle, but you can see there Perillo signed it right there, and really, really cool Perillo Sheena Queen of the Jungle cover. Do you know the print run of the secret covers of Mark Spears blind bags? I pulled a bunch of them while only pulling a few foils, which had a run of 844. Yeah, the secret are low print run, and I can't remember what they are right now. Why, do you follow Beyond Wednesdays at all? You follow Beyond Wednesdays on YouTube? Next, we have first appearance of Agent Coulson. That's a big deal. Been watching every episode since. That's awesome. I do. I just discovered you guys a few weeks ago through the Mark Spears love. That's awesome. That's the reason why I'm asking. I'm sure we've talked about it on there. I just can't remember what the print run on that stuff is. But if you do watch, I'll make sure to ask him what the print run on the secret covers are. Just so I can answer that for you. So, all right, here we go. Battle Scars number 1, the first appearance of Agent Coulson. Here we go. 1 second here. If I can find that. All right, here we go. All right, $5. First appearance of Agent Coulson right here. Classic MCU figure. Really got all his love from that S.H.I.E.L.D. series. I think people really fell in love with him through that S.H.I.E.L.D. series. He went by a different name when they first brought him in. Agent Coulson did. I want to say it was like Cheese or Chip or something like that. Something weird. Vibe says, I did a whole Excel sheet to break down the 350K print run of the blind bags, and the only data I'm missing is the secret covers. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll definitely ask him about that. I have it somewhere. It would take me a minute to find it. But yeah, I think that most people are either missing black and whites or the secret covers or the glow in the dark. Those are the ones, and obviously Unholy Grail. But I think for the most part, that's what people are looking for, are those secret covers and the black and whites and the glow in the darks. All right, as a matter of fact, let's do this. Here we go. Here's 6 of them. Let's do 6 blind bags and no dupes. If you pull a dupe out of these 6, I will open another one until we find one that isn't a dupe. So here we go. And let's go ahead and start it at $20. 6 blind bags. 6 blind bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blind bags for $20. If you want me to ship them, I'll ship them. If you want me to rip them, then I'll make sure you don't get any dupes in this 6. So make it nice and easy for you guys. Got this coming up. Ooh. All right, look at that. Here we go. We are ripping. We are ripping. Shout out to our boy Lord Zero. All right, let me do this. By the way, you guys, this is coming up next. Take this time to go do your research on it. Elvira's House of Mystery #7, high-grade Bill Sienkiewicz cover, signed by Bill Sienkiewicz. So make sure you guys go do your research on it right now. That's coming up next. Okay, here we go. Make sure we push everything down. Six bags, no dupes. Here we go. All right, first bag is... Oh, Chris, dude. Holy cow, bro. Yeah, I'd say that's a good rip there, my friend. First bag, foil Spider-Man #1 homage. Does it have a ticket in it? No, it would have fell out. But that is a score and a half right there, my friend. That's one of the best foil covers in the bunch. Wow. We'll definitely run some more blind bags. All right, let me go ahead and just... I'm sorry, I'm going to make sure I get this one bagged and boarded up and write your name on it. 0. Okay, there's your first one. All right, next... Oh my gosh, bro. Freaky Frank foil, dude. Chris, I think you might be the luckiest Mark Spears collector out there. Foil Freaky Frank. And you got a foil. I know you got a foil Wolfman. I don't have a foil Wolfman or a Freaky Frank. And Garbage Pail Kids is my freaking nostalgia button. I'm a Garbage Pail Kid, G.I. Joe kid. Man, bro. All right. Next. You got 4 more bags to go. You got 4 more bags to go. I'm checking the bags. Oh, my gosh, bro. This is where you pulled the Unholy Grail out of, was one of these. That's why I open the bags from the bottom and I let it fall out. That way, if there is a grail, it'll fall out. Damn, bro. Every time you get bags, I feel like you have like a 75% chance to getting something good just because you have that luck. All right, here we go. Next one. All right, this one, hold on. I got to cut a little bit more. Jason, Axe Killer, Nothing in that one. All right, next. All right, hold on. I got to cut this one a little bit more. I think this might be another tub, which I know you already have one, but all right, let's take a look. Okay, there's tub, and then finally, let me, these didn't get cut all the way down here. And your final book, unless it's a dupe, holy cow, bro, is the one you've pulled 3 of today. So you're getting another one of those, but I think you're okay with that, considering you just pulled 2 monster foils. I think you're good with that, huh? Actually, let's do this. Okay. Next, and then after this Sienkiewicz, we'll do another blind bag set. Okay, here we go. Sienkiewicz. One of the best Sienkiewicz covers, in my opinion. This is early on in his career, September of 1986. He started in the, I think, 1980. This cover is fantastic. You got Adam Strange on it. And the best part about it is it's signed by Bill Sienkiewicz at top in purple. He did a really, really good color match of the purple here and the purple there. It is a newsstand from 1986, and it is high grade, you guys. This is a gradable copy, an absolute stunner. So here we go. Signed by Bill Sienkiewicz, and we're going to start it at $50. High grade Elvira House of Mystery, number 7. Elvira is retiring from the convention circuit. So if you are looking to get her to sign something, you need to get on that quick. Pay attention to where she's signing and get her to sign some books, because she won't be doing much more as time goes on. She's going to be backing off the convention circuit as she gets into her old age. One of the original Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse people, of course. She helped in that. She was part of those comedy teams in the mid-'80s, early '80s. What were they called? There was a name for that. Shout out to Brett Hess Art, who just said great Sienkiewicz cover. It is fantastic. And it's signed by Bill S., which he's getting older too. So there we go. Zero's all over it tonight, man. Okay, here we go. More blind bags. I got to run downstairs and grab some more. 1, 2, 3. And let's do this. I'll run downstairs and grab some more, but before I do, Chris, I know you already have one of these, but I'm going to run this again because a lot of people don't realize how important this issue is. This is the free Comic Book Day 0 issue of Monsters. Now, a lot of people passed on this because they thought it was just a reprint of issue number 1. It is not, and it's way more important than that. This is the first new story that he did after the Kickstarter books, issues 1 through 8. It is a whole new story, and it introduces one of the biggest characters in the Mark Spears Monsterverse, Mr. Fun E. Bones, the clown. This is his origin and first appearance, and this is a major issue, and we're going to do 3 blind bags plus the Mark Spears Monsters clown book. And let's go ahead and start it for $20, and I'll be right back to go grab some more blind bags. put all those right there for now. Yeah, don't sleep on these free Comic Book Day 0 issues. Lord Zero all over it again. You kidding me, bro? You're not sleeping, are you? You're definitely not sleeping on these. Thank you, brother. All right, rip. Here we go. 3 blind bags, and we rip. All right. If you guys could see all the trash next to me. I've got so many blind bags, empty blind bags. All right, first one. Another tub. Another tub. We'll give you an extra freebie on that one because you got so many of them. Another tub. All right, let's throw another one in there since you just pulled one. All right, what do we got here? See, sometimes I'll just say screw it, and we'll get you something extra. And you already pulled one of these. All right, let's go through these. You got one more coming, one more extra coming. All right. Another tub. Another tub. Hold on, you got 2 more coming. We still haven't got you one yet. All right, here we go. What do we got here? Another Jason. Another Jason. All right. Here we go. You get 3 more. No whammies on this one. No matter what you get on this one, this is what you get. All right, here we go. All right, first book. Ooh, nice. I like the red ones. That's a good one. Okay. Next, you get another one of these. Okay. And I am checking the bags. And you get another red one. So you're going to have to live with that as a duplicate. The nice wins. Okay. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's mix these up. Let's go 1 from the middle of the pack, 2 from the middle of the pack, 1 from the top, and 2 from the bottom. All right, here we go. 6 more. 6 more blind bags, you guys. No duplicates. 6 more blind bags. Start. 6 blind bags, no dupes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No dupes. We will figure out a way to get you good stuff. There we go. There we go. You're about to win 6 blind bags for $20, Weeb, because Lord Zero says, spread the wealth. And we're going to throw in a tub cover for you. You get 6 blind bags and a tub cover. I can't thank you guys enough for not only supporting me, but supporting Beyond Wednesdays. I am Beyond Wednesdays. It's my baby, and you guys make it awesome. I can't thank you enough for, hanging out with me, for, falling in love with the same stuff that I've fallen in love with over the years. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, you guys have been great. So we try to make everybody happy here, and we got some fun stuff coming up for MegaCon, you guys. Orlando in March. The stuff that we're working on behind the scenes, you guys are going to trip out. Absolutely trip out. Why? Thank you so much, my friend. We're gonna put let's put that tub cover, because you say you need one of those. We're gonna put that on a bag and board first, and now we are going to hope that we can pull some magic for you. All right, let me write this on here. The first non-Lord Zero Monsters sale. All right, here we go. We are going to rip. Let me put these all together, just so I can make sure I grab the bottom. There we go. Okay, here we go. No dupes out of these 6. If you get a dupe out of the 6, we will throw in a new unopened bag. Here we go. First bag. Oh, sweet. You get a foil decapitation cover. A foil decapitation cover. Look at that. Spears After Heck. Okay, nothing. No Grail in that one. Okay. Next, what do we have next? Oh my gosh, dude! I'm so glad that Lord Zero let you win this lot. How about a Freaky Frank foil? A Freaky Frank foil. 2 foils out of the 6 again, you guys. Oh, wait, I got to check on this one, right? By the way, you guys, if you ever get a foil book that has fingerprints on it, you can wipe those off with a microfiber towel. They will wipe right off. So just a heads up. All right. Third pack. Oh, bro. Oh. Third foil in a row. And this is one of the best foils. Look at that. Oh, wow. 3 straight foil covers. 3 straight foil covers. All right, here we go. 4th pack. Can we get 4 straight foils? Oh my gosh. Four straight foils. The Bride foil. The Bride foil. No. Oh my gosh, man. 4 straight foils. Can we do 5 straight foils? 5 straight foils? No. But that's okay. We'll take 4. We will take 4. Nothing in the bag. I probably shouldn't crumple them up. I probably should just let them. All right. Monster and the Wolf. Here lies loving mother. All right, final bag. Can we get 5 of 6 foils? 5 of 6 foils. No, but you will take that one. There's some damage on that. There is some damage on that, so Do you have any of these? Weeb, there is some damage on this, so I'm going to let you pick. We'll send you this one out, but do you have any of... Do you need any of these? You don't need the tub. Do you need a Jason? Do you need a... Let's see here. What else do we got? We've got one of these, the Monster versus the Wolf, the beautiful color one. We've got one of the red covers from Famous Monsters of Filmland. And we have a decapitation cover non-foil. Do you need that one? You only need the tub, huh? You only need the tub. Oh, the wolf. The wolf. Okay, hold on. This one right here, do you need that one, Weeb? That one? I'll wait for you to respond. I'll check for the Unholy Grail on the damaged one too. You want me to throw in this one instead of the? I mean, not instead of, but because of the damage. I'll put in the damaged one too as well. But okay, perfect. See, everybody goes home happy. All right, let's check for the Unholy Grail on this. It does have some damage. That's a bummer. No Unholy Grail. That was a nice little score. I will say that. Congratulations on that one. All right, let's continue here. Any Power Rangers fans out there? Any Power Rangers fans? This is a crazy book. Pink Power Ranger. This is a really, really rare... Actually, hold on. Okay. Here are some variants from the Vampirella Harley run. These are Harley X Vampirella, the crossover. This is the Virgin 1 in 30 from Joseph Michael Linsner. This is the Virgin 1 in 30 from JML. A really, really cool book. And let's go ahead and start it for $10. Virgin Joseph Michael Linsner 1 in 30 ratio variant. I love the little pumpkin sentinel creepers guys. And I love the skulls in the clouds. So Vampirella, or not Vampirella, Elvira Harley, the 1 in 30. Elvira Harley, the 1 in 30. So there we go. As a matter of fact, let's see here. What do I have here? Let's do this. Well, let's see here. Let's throw in that one too. That is the 1 in 10 Ben Caldwell. So you get both books. And you get the 1 in 40. A 1 in 30, a 1 in 40, and a 1 in 10 for $10. All three of them. All right. White Ranger will always be my favorite. Yeah, I remember watching during that storyline because it used to be on before school, I think. Okay, here we go. What is this? Oh, I do have some cool stuff. Hold on. Forgot about these. All right. Here we go. Grab these. Okay. There we go. All right. This thing is freaking beautiful. Alex Ross, Green Hornet. I think this is a 1 in 100. Limited to 25 copies, you guys. Limited to 25 copies. Alex Ross, Green Hornet, number 1. Limited to 25 copies. This is a crazy book right here. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, here we go. One of the most beautiful Alex Ross covers you will ever see. It looks so much better in hand. The colors are so much better than they're showing on the screen right now. I wish you guys could see how the blue and the greens pop. This is limited to 25 total copies. We're going to start it for $50. There is the COA on the back, Dynamic Forces, limited to 25 copies. Ultra, ultra rare, you guys. Ultra rare. There is probably, let me see if there's any of these on eBay. There is none on eBay, you guys. There's only the regular covers, which has a trade dress, which was the main cover. There is none on eBay. There's probably a good reason for that, considering it is only 25 copies out there of this book. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Nice win on this one. Wibe. Is it Weeb or Wibe? How do you say that name? W-I-B-E. Is it Weeb or Wibe? Or is there a different name for that you'd like me to call you? But great win on this one. Lord Zero says, it's Wibe like vibe. Nice. There we go. I ran a vibration engineering lab for 15 years. I'm a big fan of vibe. Lord Zero says, White Ranger fan, JDF was and always will be my favorite. I talked to him the day that he passed away. He had a live stream driving to Vegas, told him to have a good time and see him when he gets to Phoenix for Comic-Con. He hearted the comment and told me he was excited for the con and to meet me. I was very sad what happened. Oh, that's heartbreaking, bro. But that is special. Yeah, as Wibe says, that is special. Very special. All right, let me write on the back of this. Put it up here as not to damage the amazing DF labels. Okay. All right, next. This is freaking beautiful. Amazing Spider-Man, number 544. But when I first saw this, I was like, what is up? There's something that looks different about this. I don't understand what's going on with this. And so I was like, well, there's something going on. I had to do a double take. And one of the best, one of the best sketch artists out there in comics and remark artists. He does amazing sketch covers on blanks, and that is Ken Hazer. And if you look at this, this is the One More Day storyline, first issue of One More Day, which is a big deal. And look at that right there. Let's see if we can get this on here for you guys. Sketched and signed by Ken Hazer. Sketched and signed by Ken Hazer. Beautiful Spider-Man head sketch in the perfect area. So here we go. We're going to start it at $35. Beautiful color remark by Ken Hazer. And gorgeous Joe Quesada cover. I mean, one of the best Quesada covers. Did you guys see the Quesada cover for... He just did a cover for Bad Idea. I want to say it was for Megalith, I think. That was absolutely beautiful. If you guys ever get a chance to go look at it, I think it's on Bad Idea's website. But yeah, this is freaking gorgeous. Ken Hazer sketch cover. Shout out to, again, Dynamic Forces. I love what they do. I've always loved Dynamic Forces. I'm a Dynamic Forces kid. I could hardly wait to go to the mailbox and look for my Dynamic Forces, items that I bought throughout the years. Get the numbered copies, the signed copies. Nice win on that one, Wide. Another great Dynamic Forces win. All right. Next, I have two Tough to Find Frizen books. This is Patricia Biggs' Alpha and the Omega #2, early Jenny Frizen cover, and Battlestar Galactica 6 #4. Now this has a little bit of damage up here, nothing crazy, but these are tough to find early Frizen covers. And let me go ahead and start this. You get both covers for $5 start. So both covers, early Jenny Frizen covers, Patricia Biggs' Alpha and the Omega #2, early Frizen, and Battlestar Galactica 6 #4, early Frizen. Speaking of Frizen, I have some cool Frizen books to talk about. We'll talk about in a second. I at least have one really cool Frizen book. Something is Killing the Children is just going crazy. Yes, I do combined shipping. 50 cents, so it's $7 for your first item, 50 cents per item after that. But if you get to a max of $12.50, that's all you pay for combined shipping. So a max of $12.50. So a nice win on that one for Vibe. And I also, for those of you guys that haven't bought from me before, I like to throw in freebies at random. So you can get some really cool freebies from me. It's not always just comics either. I like to throw Garbage Pail Kids in and all kinds of stuff, All right, next, this is a San Diego Comic-Con variant from Miguel Mercado that we talked about. This is the Hello Darkness variant. I don't know how many of these are still out there. This was one of the bigger books at San Diego just because they did the Hello San Diego thing. And they took that over and started doing it at all the cons now. They did a Hello New York one, It's such a great idea. Really, really good idea. These are limited to 600, and they are tough to find. So let me go ahead and do this. Out of 600, Miguel Mercado, San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Okay, here we go. And we're going to start this at $25. Limited to 600. And they're becoming rarer and rarer as the days go by. Look at how good this cover is. Let me see if I can show you guys. There's zombies that are coming after her. Those are all like the newsroom zombies. And they're all coming after her. They're all the, not newsroom zombies, all the cosplay zombies from the con. And she's handing out comics to each one of them. How crazy is that, right? She's handing free comics to all the zombies. Hello, San Diego. I think this is my final one of these. So if you've been looking for these, this will be my last one. I think I got like 4 or 5 of them. And this is the final one. Absolutely beautiful Miguel Mercado piece. Limited to 600. Well, I'm glad you love Garbage Pail Kids, so. Nice win on that one. That's a sweet book. Had a lot of people ask me about those when those first hit. I think that was one of the books that everybody was looking for at San Diego this year, obviously. Especially if you were a San Diego native. All right. Speaking of Jenny Frison, Something is Killing the Children. Jenny, I think this is 16. Let me make sure. Yeah. Something is Killing the Children 16. Signed by Jenny Frison. This is the Frison variant for Something is Killing the Children number 16. And it is signed do this. It is signed by Frison, and she picked a really nice color. I like the colors that she uses to sign. This one's signed in like this really cool, like off green color. Hold on, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm still trying to get used to these new camera angles. So there you go, signed by Frison, near mint condition. Get it graded, get it JSA'd. I'm gonna start it at $40. I think Frison's signatures are about $20 alone, so that's actually, to be honest, that's a pretty good signature price. I'm okay paying $20 signatures for somebody like Frison, so I don't mind that. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Erica Slaughter is going to be a massive character. Absolutely massive. And by the way, you guys, when I said we got some things cooking for MegaCon, we got some things cooking for MegaCon that might have to do with said character. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Until MegaCon happens. Or the week before MegaCon, and you guys come hang out at Beyond Wednesdays and get a chance to be in the live chat to win. Not win, but to buy some of those early. For those of you guys that don't know, every con that the Beyond Wednesdays crew tries to go to, we try to do some special things for, nice win on that one, Wybe, for the people that join us live in our live shows, which is such a big part of Beyond Wednesdays and what we do. Before big cons, like the week, 2 weeks before, if you catch us during our live shows, there's a good chance you will get the opportunity to pre-order some of the hottest variants from the con. And remember, Every Beyond Wednesdays variant we try to do at a print run of 500 or less. So they're super collectible. And we put a small limited amount up on for sale before the con just for our live viewers. So make sure you guys are tuning in live on Beyond Wednesdays YouTube channel. So nice win on that one, Wide. That is a sick book. All right, next, Alex Ross again. This is limited to 75 copies. As you can see, another Dynamic Forces special. This is one of the rare Alex Ross sketch covers that he does in pencil sketch. And if you guys know Alex Ross, you know that he's all he does all of his stuff paint. He paints all of his stuff, obviously. So his pencil sketches aren't as good as the painted covers, but this pencil sketch is fantastic. This is Miss Fury #1 from Dynamite, and this is a great cover. Here we go. Let's go ahead and start this at $20, limited to 75 copies total. Alex Ross sketch cover from Miss Fury. Dynamite Miss Fury #1 says here, Dynamite Entertainment has issued this certificate to authenticate this copy of Miss Fury high-end character sketch ultra limited edition as one of a specially limited series of 75 copies. So only 75 copies out there on this one. If there's anything you guys are looking for, let me know. There's some stuff you want to see or that you're trying to buy, you're trying to find, give me a heads up. I might have some of them. And if I don't, I might have some for the next sale. Speaking of signed books, one of my favorite all-time David Mack books. He did these Justice League of America variants during this time period. I think there were like issues 40 through 47. He did all the 1 in 25s for all of them, and they are fantastic. There's this one. There's the Supergirl one. Absolutely just fantastic. David Mack in the prime, in my opinion, in his prime, just putting out bangers constantly. And this is one of the best Jade covers there is. And I could see her being a big character in the whole Green Lantern saga that they're doing. But this is a really, really tough to come by book in its own right. And it is signed, and I love how he did this. He matched the color of his little kanji signature. You see there? It's how it's red. And he matched that, and he signed it in red. So, really, really cool. Here we go. This was signed at San Diego Comic-Con this year. And let's go ahead and start it. Here we go at $40. Near mint condition. This is a book that you could also get graded, and you could get the JSA grade on this, which, in my opinion, I know people like the straight yellow label, but I would rather have that black and yellow JSA label. I think the black and yellow JSA label looks way better than just the straight yellow label. So, absolutely gorgeous David Mack cover. We are going to be back tomorrow, you guys, with a great sports card sale. Baseball, football, basketball, nothing but key rookies, Hall of Famers, inserts, autographs, no fluff, no bullshit, just major heat. All cards will start in between, $1 and $20. We'll have unopened wax of 90-91 Fleer basketball, which has one of the coolest Michael Jordan cards in existence. So we'll have that. All right, the next is a 3-issue lot, you guys. And this is a special lot. So tonight we sold to Lord Zero the first ever Beyond Wednesday's Crew variant we did. It was limited to 500. It was for Gromit's number 7. The second ever Beyond Wednesday's variants that we did was for a cover for G.I. Joe 318. This is issue 318 right here. This is the tough to find 1 in 10 camouflage variant, which is Storm Shadow, which is awesome. This book sells for $30 on its own. But here are the main books, all right? And look how beautiful these are. They are limited. Each one of these are limited, that I'm about to show you, are limited to 250 total copies. Suspiria foil Scarlet variant, and this looks so much. I mean, the lighting, that circle in the middle takes away, but it is just so beautiful. The foil on this. This is specifically number 226 of 250. So you get that one, and you get also limited to 250. The Baroness, and for those of you guys that don't know, that is Suspiria right there. She used herself as her photo reference for Baroness, and it is awesome. So both of these are number 2 matching numbers, 226 at 250. So you get all 3 books. There we go. These are super, super tough to come by. Let me find these. I don't know. Are there any of these on eBay right now? Let me take a look. $190. Somebody's got $150. So sets. There's a set. One set for $150. Another set for $200. Another set for $400. Another set for $500. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 sets available on eBay, and 2 of them are $500, 2 of them are $150, one's $190. So here we go. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and get this going here. Boom. And you get the 1 in 10 as well, you guys. You get the 1 in 10 Storm Shadow as well. There we go. Let's do this. All right. So all 3 for $125. What just happened? Hold on. Oh, what just happened? Hey, go back. All right, sorry about that, you guys. Let me fix this. Control V. Plus 1 in 10. 125. Save. All right, here we go. 125 for the set and the 1 in 10. There are sets of these on eBay right now. There's only 5 sets. 1 for $150, and you only get these 2, and then the rest are $190 and $500 for a set. They're selling just the Baroness alone for $100. So really, really good deal on this set, you guys. I am going to be taking 3 sets to MegaCon because Suspiria is going to be at MegaCon. I am so stoked for that. Really, really stoked for that. High Voltage Mark, what's going on, brother? All right. Let's see here. What else do we have? We have... How about some Wheeljack? Wheeljack, Supergirl. This is Action Comics #1. This is the San Diego Comic-Con variant. Limited to 800 copies, and it is signed by Wheeljack. It is signed by Wheeljack. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Save. All right, here we go. Signed by Wheeljack. Limited to 800 copies. There's the signature right there. Dope signature. And one of the best Supergirl variants in the game. Like, his faces are so damn good. So good. Jersey to the Bay, what's going on, brother? He asks, yo, what's up, Brian? Have you ever had an artist sign the actual slab? No, but I'm not against that. I don't mind that. Like, I think it's cool to have an artist sign the slab. I'm not a big fan of getting every book signed, but I think that having an artist sign a slab is actually kind of cool, to be honest. I got you, Wybe. I saw your message. Okay. All right, next. Two really good Joker as Superman covers. This is Superman or Action Comics #714 with Joker mullet. I love how he's got the Superman mullet with the green hair. And then even better than that, the classic John Byrne Superman #9 from 1987. Such a great set. Here we go. And we're going to start this one. You get both books. Superman Joker covers. All right, here we go. You get both books, and we're going to start them for $10. This John Byrne cover is just minty fresh. Guess who's in Metropolis? Damn, look how good that cover is with all the ha 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 behind it. And this one. Really good as well. So you get both covers for $10. The Byrne cover is the one to me that is just absolutely classic. Comes in a Mylar and a fullback. So, freaking awesome. The new Youngblood, is it good? I haven't read it yet. I got to check it out. Shout out to the GOAT. So this is my first time back on eBay Live as Beyond Wednesdays. I had been on here early on through Comic Book Shopping Network, and I just recently came over, onboarded as Beyond Wednesday, so I have some things that I'm getting used to. They've updated. I appreciate everybody that it helps and works with me on, the invoicing and stuff. Thank you to Wide for reaching out to me about that. That's very interesting. All right, here we go. Next, Silver Surfer, number 50, the 50th anniversary embossed silver issue. Silver Surfer number 75, one of the greatest chromium embossed foil covers ever. You get both of those, and I'm going to throw this in for free, the Silver Sable foil embossed. So you get 3 really good 90s era foil chromium embossed covers. Let's go ahead and start this for $5. There we go. You get the Silver Surfer number 75 anniversary. Look how beautiful that is. Silver Surfer number 50. And this one just throwing in there the Silver Sable silver embossed cover as well. I love how they emboss and put silver foil and chromium on the corner boxes as well. Do you guys notice that? Look at that. These all came out during the same era too, and they are just fantastic. This is a Panosian inks. This is early Dan Panosian. He would ink. That's where he got his start, is inking. That's a great Ron Lim, and I think this is Lim too. Yeah. Just the chromium is not as good on the 50th as this is, but look how beautiful that is. Just fantastic. So I love these type of books. These are nostalgia for me in a major way. So cool when these came out. Every kid in the comic store was like, what is that? Nice win on that one, Wide. All right. And what I'll do is immediately following this sale, I'll make sure and go and check out the invoices to make sure that they're working, that they all work correctly. Okay. Next, I've got the entire Sword of Azrael run. This is the first appearance of Azrael, who John Paul Valley who ended up becoming Batman during Night's End. This is a classic Joe Quesada, Jimmy Palmiotti series, Kevin O'Neill, and just classic series from the 90s. Here we go. $5 for the entire series. First appearance of Azrael. Such a cool character. You get the entire 4-issue miniseries. And for those of you guys that don't know, John Paul Valley, a.k.a. Azrael, ended up becoming Batman when Batman's back was broken by Bane, which was kind of crap. I didn't like that Batman because I always thought that, to me, if there's anybody that's going to take over the cowl, the cape and cowl, it's got to be Dick Grayson. Prodigal is one of my favorite all-time storylines. There's a couple, obviously the Grant Morrison series with Damian and Dick Grayson is one of my favorite all-time series. So I'm a big Dick Grayson fan. So Wybe, I'll make sure that if it automatically takes it from you, I can refund you all the extra shipping. So I'll make sure you've hit the $12.50 extra shipping, I imagine, at this point. So I'll make sure that if it does charge you extra shipping, and I'll break it all down for you in the response message to make sure that doesn't happen. No worries. All right, next. This is the WonderCon, the last year's WonderCon. This is the Spawn 361 WonderCon variant by Brett Booth. They only did 350 unsigned copies and 350 signed copies. You had to choose one or the other, which I like that because then you you can say that, okay, then all the unsigned ones, you know that it's one of 350 because they didn't give you the option to, have it signed or not. And then you could, then you would say, oh, there's actually 700 of these. Actually, well, no, they did 350 unsigned, 350 signed. Now you could go get one of the unsigned and have it signed, but it won't look like the original. I have those. If anybody's interested, I have signed 9/8 of these available, signed by McFarlane. So, all right, here we go. Spawn number 361, Brett Booth variant, limited to 350. These were selling for 120 out the gate, which is crazy. They were not announced until the couple of days before the con. But here's what's so cool about this: every single one of these, if you put them in a bag and board immediately, they are some of the best conditioned books. The cardstock that they use is fantastic. And there's very few times where I will say, like, I think this is a guaranteed 9/8. This is one of those books where I'm like, I could see this coming back like a 9/9. And here's the back. It comes in a clear backing board. I got clear. It is a wraparound cover, and there you guys can see exclusive 2025 WonderCon. Absolutely gorgeous. By Brett Booth, one of the most underrated artists in comics. So here we go. I do $65 on this one. Yeah, I don't understand why it's doing that shipping wise, but I'll make sure. I'll double check, and I'll get together with my contacts at eBay Live to make sure that I fix that. I thought I did. I put in a shipping rule that is $7 each first item, 50 cents each additional item. So I gotta double check that just to make sure. All right, and I think you said you were looking for A13. What is A13? A13 is... Okay, the wolf. You need the wolf. A13. I don't think I have any of those, but I'm going to check. Yeah, I don't have any of those extras. Let me look one more place. Nope. Unfortunately, that's one of the ones I don't have. But let's do this. I do have this. Have you guys ever seen these Why Not Willie books? This is a Ghost Rider, first appearance of Ghost Rider variant. These are limited to... What are these limited to? I feel like these are limited like to 250 or something. But I can't be for sure. Let me take a look. It was a C2E2 exclusive, and it's limited to 300. C2E2 exclusive, limited to 300. So we're going to go ahead and start it at $10. This comes in a clear backing board as well. C2E2 exclusive, limited to 300. Pretty cool homage. It's got a weird like, almost looks like it's got like a texture to it, but I love clear backing boards. Clear backing boards will help sell a book to me every time. I want to start putting all my PC in clear backing boards. Freaking awesome. Nice win on that one. Board 0. All right, let's see here. Next. Space Usagi. This is the Usagi Yojimbo Space Usagi variant. This is the gold foil variant, limited to 500 from Stan Sakai. This is from San Diego Comic-Con, I want to say 3 years ago. Go ahead and do this. There we go. And very, very cool book. Let's go ahead and start this at $25. Limited to 500. Gold foil. See if we can get that on the light. There we go. Nice Star Wars homage. And it even says on here, right here, 1 of 500. 30th anniversary special. And Dogu is Stan Sakai's own publishing company, I believe. So this is for all the Stan Sakai fans. If there's any big Stan Sakai fans out there, I've got a killer Stan Sakai signed Usagi Yojimbo special for issue number 1 of the special, which is awesome. Really, really awesome. All right. Yeah, man. That I want my entire PC in clear backing boards. Especially some of those covers, some of those back covers are so damn good. All right. We have, let's do one final book, you guys, and then I'll make sure to go and check in on all the invoices. Make sure you guys give me a follow if you're following on the other platforms. We dual stream all of our live auctions, and you guys can join whether it's eBay Live or whatnot. We love having you guys just watch and hang out with us. It makes it a lot of fun. So shout out to all the people that hung out in the live chats. This is a killer Alex Ross variant. This is Batman number 135, I believe. This was from San Diego Comic-Con 2023, I think. I want to say 2023. Let me go ahead and find this. Yes, Batman number 135, Alex Ross Joker cover. Legacy number 500, number 900. Let's go ahead and do this. Here we go. And let me go here and here. All right, and here. Absolutely beautiful. One of the best Alex Ross covers in a long time. Just beautiful Joker cover. I love how he's got the Joker toxin coming out of the flower. All right, so here we go. Final book of the night, you guys. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll be back tomorrow for our card sale. I'll show you guys that in a second. $40 on this one. This is $65 plus on the secondary market, plus shipping. So nice little savings on there. For appreciate all you guys hanging out with me and being a part of supporting Beyond Wednesdays. It's a big deal. We are getting ready for MegaCon, which is a big push for us. We will have a table at MegaCon, which is going to be awesome. That is at the end of March. So all live sales going forward and any support that anybody gives to Beyond Wednesdays will be going to MegaCon, the cost for MegaCon this year. So thank you guys so much for being around and supporting that. And I hope to see you guys. If you guys are going to be going to Orlando in March, I'd love to see you guys. We're trying to get the whole crew out there, which would be nice. It would be nice. We've never had more than what was at San Diego this year. There was 8 of us this year. So it'd be nice to have the whole crew at San Diego. So great pickup on that one, Wide. And I want to say thank you again, man. I know that it's kind of a hassle having to deal with that shipping thing, and I'm going to make sure to check it out so that we don't have to deal with it as much in the future. Let me go ahead and show everybody. This is what we have coming tomorrow. These are our card sales that we will be doing tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Oh, yeah. SWAT Cats. That's awesome. All kinds of stuff, you guys. Basketball, football, baseball, all kinds of modern and classic vintage cards, Hall of Famer rookies, refractors, autos, tons of stuff. I'll even have unopened product. Like I said, 90-91 Fleer basketball. I have a case of wax boxes, unopened, 36 packs. On average, you'll get 6 Jordans out of each box. And that's a big deal considering those are selling for $200 plus in PSA 10s. So very cool. That is a rare Mickey Mantle National Card giveaway. That is a 101 Superfractor of Jose Ramirez. Those are Michael Jordan cards showing on front. Those are tough to find. And even more stuff. We'll have, let me go ahead and do this. Shohei Ohtani rookies. Tons of Shohei Ohtani rookies. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. rookies. Bo Bichette rookies. Pete Alonso rookies. Aaron Judge rookies. You name it. Bobby Witt Jr. All kinds of Paul Skeens, Mike Trout, auto cards. Tons of Dodgers stuff, Jose Canseco autos, you name it, it's going to be there. If you're looking to get some cool stuff, whether it's nostalgia based from when you were a kid, like those Barry Bonds, Mattingly's, Ken Griffey Jr.'s, Ricky Henderson rookies, Mark McGwire rookies, or Willie Mays and Hank Aaron type stuff. It's going to be there. I even have a Larry Bird rookie that I might put up. That is a beautiful Thurman Munson card. Shaquille O'Neal rookies, Jordan cards, Vince Carter, LeBron James. Here's the Bird rookie right there. All kinds of stuff. So come hang out with us. That'll be on Mondays. We'll be doing card sales. That'll be a lot of fun. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on Mondays moving forward. Tons of stuff. We'll see you guys there. Thanks for everybody that hung out with us tonight. I'll go start working on the invoices and make sure that you guys don't get charged extra for shipping. So I appreciate you guys. Much love. And thank you so much for being part of Beyond Wednesdays. We love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow right here. Same bat time, same bat channel, same bat live streaming service. Adios.